Let's talk about organic insecticides today a little bit. What I have here is habanero peppers, which is a super hot pepper in case you didn't know. And I've got peppermint leaves in there. And I'm going to, once this is all cooked up, I'm going to filter it, put it in a pump sprayer, add a few drops of neem oil. Neem oil is very expensive, so I try not to use very much of it and more rely on things I can grow. Makes more sense to me. So you can use a couple other things. For instance, you could use tobacco leaves if you live in a state that allows you to grow it. And you could put that in a similar concoction, but there is some handling care that you need to take with tobacco. So research that before you try it. That's a topic for another day. So let's talk about what this does here. The hot peppers create a hot pepper juice that does contain some oil. The hot pepper part of it doesn't affect insects so much. It will repel mammals such as deer and rabbits, things like that. If they eat it, it'll burn their mouth, kind of like you and I would get a burnt mouth if we ate it. So on the topic of us eating it, do not spray this directly on your fruit. So I just got a whiff of that and made me choke a little bit. Anyway, she's working. Anyhow, let me back up here so I'm not breathing that. That's pretty rough. Anyway, do not spray it directly on the fruit. So for instance, if you're spraying a zucchini plant, harvest your zucchini before you spray it with this concoction. Another thing to be careful of, try not to spray in the flowers where the honeybees go. We don't want to hurt the honeybees and repel them. We want them to pollinate our plants. So don't put it on the food, don't put it on the flowers, but put it on the plant, the green foliage. The hot pepper is going to repel deer and rabbits, as I think I was saying before I got a whiff of hot pepper juice. The oils that are in the hot peppers themselves can help suppress eggs such as squash bug eggs from hatching. You'll find those little clusters of squash bugs on the bottom side of your squash plants, and it can smother them. It's not foolproof, but it can help when you have oils, any kind of oil. That's why soap often will work for that. I don't like to put soap in my garden. So you can also use diatomaceous earth. I've used it religiously, but it's kind of a pain to apply. It's messy. It makes it hard to breathe. You got to wear a mask. I don't wear a mask because I just can't wear a mask, so I don't. But it's really harsh, and it's not foolproof. It takes a long time for the bugs to die. And the other problem I'm running into with it is every time it rains, it's pretty much washed off, and I've got to reapply. I'm hoping to start doing the pump sprayer more because it's a little easier. You know, you can just go through and just go to town, you know, pump that thing up and let her fly. Filter this out. Oh man, I got another breath of that. Filter this out, don't breathe it in. Filter it out when you're done, put it in your pump sprayer. I'm gonna dilute it a little bit, maybe 2 gallons, make 2 gallons of spray out of that right there. And that kettle is an old kettle. The problem with those really hot peppers is it's hard to wash the hot pepper out of the kettle. So I have that one designated specifically for pesticides, and it will never get washed, and it will just stay outside here by the grill to make insecticides. It's a good idea. That's up to you. You probably could wash the hot pepper oils out if you really worked hard. I don't want to work hard, so I work hard enough. So yeah, anyway, use organic insecticide. Stop eating poison, people. Come on, why are we putting poison all over our food? No wonder everybody's so sick and on meds in this country. So go organic, and honestly, better off not eating than eating poison. I think that makes sense. I mean, you know, take that with a grain of salt. I don't want anybody to starve out there. So anyway, you get the point. Don't spray it on your flowers. Don't spray it on your actual food that you're gonna eat, but spray the plant with this organic insecticide. Have fun.